You here, okay. So as Dublin is to Berlin, as Kafka is to Prague, as Algren was to Chicago, as Joyce was to Dublin, as James was to London, so is Roberto Lopez to Chicago. Please make welcome activist historian Roberto Lopez.
Good evening. My name is Roberto Lopez. I was born and raised in Mexico City. I grew up with American movies, and one day, back in the 50s, 60s, I saw a movie over there announcing Frank Sinatra and El Hombre del Brazo de Oro, the man with the golden arm. So I said, oh my God, that's kind of interesting. So I went to see the movie, and I said, wow, that's nice. Maybe I should go there. But I've been here for 45 years in one single place, Wicker Park, Bucktown. So when I came to Wicker Park, Bucktown, I got lost. I didn't know where to go, what was north, what was south. So I went all over the city, and then I came to the corner of Milwaukee, North and Damon, and I saw the Tower Building. And I said, wow, this is Chicago. This is Chicago. I didn't go to downtown. I said, wow, this is Chicago. So I wanted to be there. And ever since, for the last 45 years, I've been collecting all kinds of stories. I've been taking all kinds of pictures. I've been involved in many organizations. I've been part of changing the neighborhood for the better. And I say for the better because, before, when I came here, there was two kinds of people, old-timers and Puerto Ricans. So since I speak Spanish, I said, okay, I'm a Puerto Rican here. So, but I want to listen to the older people here. So I went around the neighborhood and I talked to every older person that was there. And I wanted to really become American. I'm Mexican, but I wanted to become American by knowing the place history. And one of the things that happened, I said, well, in order for me to do that, I need a job. So my first job happens to be at the Division Street YMCA. That used to be located on Division and Paulina. And in that particular place, I worked there for 4 years. And one of the members happens to be Nelson Algren. So I was a person who was in the locker room attendant, the person in charge of providing the customers with towels, soap, and making sure that they had their memberships. So many times I talked to Nelson Algren. But by that time, to me, Nelson Algren was somebody that related to the past. I was looking into the future. I'm looking into the future. So I just worked there. And what happens is later on, I saw him at the BCB restaurant, and he pretended that he didn't know me. So the next time I took care of him, providing him with a towel, a bar of soap, and so on and so on. I said, Mister, you forgot to pay your membership. And then he looked at me and he said, are you sure? I said, oh, it is. And he said, okay, I will take care of it. So that was kind of my revenge to Nelson Algren. Because he saw me at the BCB and he did not say anything to me. He pretended I was an assistant. But anyway, throughout these many years, I had collected all kinds of stories, all kinds of pictures, all kinds of items. So my room is like a warehouse. And my son comes around and he said to me, where is my inheritance? I said, it's right there. That is garbage. They said, yeah, but that's good garbage. You have to really dig it up, and you will find pictures like Vivian Maier from the 60s, 70s, 80s, stories about the neighborhood that I had collected throughout the years, items like relate to the BCB, the Rolly Polly, the Rooster of the North, the Canopy Club. All those places were, it was like being in a movie. Like I remember specifically the Rooster of the North that used to be right on North Avenue and Damon. I used to go there, dress myself as a neighborhood guy with my Irish cap, going out there, being cool. Buy a drink or two, like, I want to buy you a drink, guy. Hey, here, so a drink for you. Hey, you want a drink? Okay, here. So my limit was 5 drinks. And by being there, being part of the crowd, I will see a lot of people from the neighborhood. I will see a lot of characters, like in the book of Nelson Algren, a whole bunch of them. So I said to myself, I want to be one of those characters. And I'm trying. Right now, I walk around talking to people and telling them all kinds of stories, and they look at me and they say, that's weird. I said, oh, those are stories from the neighborhood. Nelson Algren, Simone de Beauvoir, she came from Paris to fall in love here. A lot of people dream about going to Paris to fall in love over there. Well, here you got somebody who came from Paris to fall in love over here. So many people who don't know or pretend to don't know about those things, they look at me and say, oh, are you sure? I say, look. Yes, sir. So I always carry something with me, and I show them, look. You don't have to believe it just because I'm a Mexican person. I'm telling you because I've been here for 45 years. Look what it says. And they say, oh my God, let me look it up in the internet. So they look it up, and they say, oh, you were right. So I said, well, that's a good story and a good one for Nelson Algren, Simone de Beauvoir, and everybody else. Thank you.